Look, I'm where I've been before and nobody cared. I'm at Queen Elizabeth Park for my amazing Grubdate video. That's the Blodell Conservatory. It's filled with tropical plants and birds and shit. I had a membership to that a couple years ago. Took a bunch of pictures. Nobody cared about that either. So yeah, fuck off. Get ready for the Grubdate. Let's take a look at Vancouver before I start filming my ugly face. Queen Elizabeth Park is pretty nice. You know, there's this. I'm gonna go over to the other side and film over there. I've showed this before too. There's a bridge over there. This is the quarry garden. It's an old quarry that they turned into a garden. Is it going? Yeah. I've had to, sorry, I'm gonna open the fucking handle and get some perspective. There'll not be anyone following me. I had to go down my secret path here, which is not secret, because there's just too many people up there. There's no way I can film anything. Okay, Grubdate. Fucking, I'm gonna make this short because, you know, you'd rather watch me pick up video games than fucking watch my Grubdates. So, fair enough. You know, so I'm back making pickup videos. Good for me, right? Good for me, good for you, good for everyone. Okay, so hummingbird just flew by. Story about that in a bit. All my talk, you know, blah blah blah, moving, blah blah blah, Kelowna, no, that's not happening. Lethbridge, well, Lethbridge, it's not happening. I changed my mind, and you know, it's a woman's prerogative to be able to change her mind. So I've changed my mind. Here's what happened. So I was looking at Lethbridge, and there's like maybe 5 or 6 apartments there, right? And I'm like, well, you know, if I get there and these 5 or 6 apartments are fucking bunk, or, you know, I don't end up getting them or whatever, I'm fucked. I gotta come back to Vancouver and then fucking go back there. So on a whim, I was like, I wonder what the... Talk up to you people. I wonder what the prices for apartments are in Calgary, if the prices are any different. So I look up, you know, $700 apartments in Calgary, and there's fucking tons, like 80 more. I only looked on Kijiji. There's more on Facebook Marketplace, another 100 on Facebook Marketplace. So I was like, well, fuck it. Why not move to Calgary? I mean, my whole point in moving was to go somewhere cheaper. Now, initially I wanted to move to a small town because I've never had that small town experience. And my travels through the interior and shit like that have taught me that small towns, you know, while they have their charms, there's fuck all to do there, right? So, so Lethbridge had 100,000 people. Or has 100,000 people. Calgary, 1.3 million people in Calgary. Now I know what you're thinking, Jeremy. If you're gonna just live in the city, but yeah, well, I can't live in Vancouver because it costs fucking $2,000 for a fucking apartment here. So that's not happening. It's funny. Look at this. All this trees and shit like that. You'd think I was in the woods. I'm literally a block away from a main street, like a main thoroughfare right down there. So I've always said I'd live here, in the woods of course. I'd live here in Vancouver if I could afford it, but I can't afford it. But I can afford to live in Calgary, which is a big city, and there's fucking tons of shit to do. I will never run out of things to do, because I've never been there. I've literally never been there. When I leave Vancouver on the 16th and drive east, I will be driving farther than I've ever driven east. I've never been to fucking Calgary. I've never been to fucking Alberta properly. So there I go, right? There I fucking go. The ultimate adventure. Never being to a city. First time you're in the city, you fucking have to get an apartment. You fucking, you know, it's... So, needless to say, I've booked my car rental. I've booked my hotels. So, I put my 2-week notice in tomorrow at work. So I have 2 weeks after that, which will put me to the 15th as my last day, the 15th of June. The 16th, oh no, the 15th of June, the same day that is my last day at work, I go pick up my car, the rental car. The next morning, I start driving east. There isn't even there's a 24-hour fucking difference between me quitting my job and fucking heading east. And then the first night I'll stop in Creston, which I'll film all this shit. You'll end up seeing it. But and then the next morning from Creston, I'm gonna drive through Lethbridge and through Vulcan, Alberta, the place with all the Star Trek shit, and then go up to Calgary. And the next day, hopefully I'll have my place. And that's how it works, man. Because I'll tell you, fucking work sucks. Here's the thing about work, okay? I'm going to explain something to you about work. There's this fucking person over there, I'm walking back. Here's the thing about work. So they put me in charge, right? They made me night lead. I'm the manager of the night crew. And with that comes an override to the time clock, which means I can come and clock in whenever I want and clock other people in. I need this override. People will come in at 5 in the morning, they need to fucking get overridden on the time clock, so I'm the only one there. I'm in charge, so I have to do it. So they were mad because I was showing up at 10:30. The order wasn't coming properly for a couple of months because blah blah blah. They fucked up with the at their warehouse or whatever. So I was showing up early and there was no order. But now the order, so they were like, well, you shouldn't be showing up till 11 then, when you're supposed to show up. And I'm like, oh, whatever. So anyway, they take away my override. So I have to show up at 11. This is the little midget that fucking assistant manager's fucking power play that he did. Oh, fine then. I'll take away your override. You can't fucking override yourself and start whenever you want. Okay, no, that's fine. Now, the problem with that is other people are coming in the morning, early, whenever they want, half an hour early sometimes. Override to the time clock, they say, and they get overridden. If I show up at fucking 11:45, they're like, we're not allowed to override you. So, second-class citizen, anyone? Fucking different rules for different fucking people? Bullshit. Fuck that. Fuck that bullshit. I don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck that. After I have my fucking 2-week notice in, let's see what they fucking do then. There's 3 people on fucking night crew. They haven't been able to hire anyone for fucking a year. No one's fucking showed up. Let's see what they fucking do when I'm not there. The only one that fucking works. Fuck them. I don't need this bullshit. And oh, we're supposed to get fucking 3 hours pay for going to get your fucking COVID vaccine, right? Because, you know, in case you miss work or whatever. Night crew, of course, I asked. Oh no, you don't get that. You're not going to miss any work. You got to go in the daytime to get your vaccine, so you're not going to miss any work. Oh really? So the daytime people get the fucking 3 hours pay, but the night crew don't get no 3 hours pay. Well, needless to say, I'm getting my fucking 3 hours pay because I'm going to fucking go to work and sit around for fucking 3 hours and not do anything. I'll bring my fucking Vita or my Switch or my DS and I'm not going to do anything. They're going to give me fucking 3 hours pay, whether they fucking want to or not. Fuck that bullshit. Fuck that job. You know, I had moments of doubt where I'm like, oh, you know, I could hang fire here for another fucking year and, you know, take advantage of bullshit and, you know, end up with more money. And then they want to pull, little midget motherfucker wants to pull his power play on me? Fuck that. How about my fucking 2-week notice, biatch? Fuck you. I don't need this bullshit. So needless to say, I'm done. Tonight, well, tomorrow, whatever, tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., my 2-week notice goes in and I'm fucking done. I don't need bullshit like this. I can get a job in fucking Calgary for exactly the same fucking money and 100% less fucking hassle. And if it's not less hassle, I'll get a fucking different job. That's how shit works. You gotta fucking be happy. You can't sit around and fucking hang fire and fucking... Sorry. I probably said fuck like 150 times. But, you know, if you watch my shit, you're fucking used to it. Because needless to say, I'm pissed. But I'm also happy to be getting out of that shithole. So anyway, that's it. I'm done. You'll get a few more grub updates, maybe a few more pickup videos, and, you know. Of course, there's a guy back here fucking talking on his cell phone. I fucking hate people. I hate this fucking town. Anyway, hold on. Pause.